right, Jeff, I hope you're still in the chat. Your guitar's up next.
Uh-oh. Mr. Jewitt. Yeah. Folks, we have arrived upon a beautiful little Jeff Jewitt 0014, and this guitar was very recently on display at the Artisan Guitar Show, and it received a lot of very positive feedback from the folks who attended the show, who were able to play and experience this guitar in person. And of course, with that feedback, I was very eager to get my hands on this guitar to hear what all this fuss was about, but man, I get it. This is a signature looking Jewitt guitar. I've got to tell you, he's really put, I think, his DNA in this guitar in a lot of ways, especially tonally and visually. This is signature Jeff, if you ask me. And you want to talk about a responsive guitar, this is the guitar we should talk about right here. Man, just instantaneous, effortless leaping of notes out of the sound hole of this guitar, which is pretty darn fun. Jandro, if we could indulge ourselves a little bit here, we will take a look at this. I just love the silhouette and kind of ergonomics of Jeff's 00 here, from the upper bout, the waist, lower bout, kind of the whole package there is a really nice shape. This is, as I said, a 14 fret double O. This has one of Jeff's, again, very signature looking sunburst finishes on this top. This is a Italian spruce top of a very high grade. You can absolutely hear that, again, and how responsive and long ringing this guitar is. Beautiful Italian spruce top on this guitar. I want to show your attention to this mosaic or almost stained glass rosette that Jeff has achieved here in kind of a multicolor design here. I have to tell you, candidly, Jeff was kind enough to kind of send me some progress report photos of this rosette as it was being made. I think he even actually posted some of this on social media if you're curious to see his process on this. But man, I am just stunned by how this rosette turned out in the context of this guitar, the sunburst, the whole thing. It is just stunningly perfect. Honestly, I would be afraid to order something by how I would describe this, but seeing it in person, it's like, yeah, that's the one I want, which is pretty cool. So nice rosette, Jeff. Well done. I also love the very subtle forearm bevel that he's done on this guitar. It's not a huge guitar to begin with, but with that really subtle rounded upper edge here on your lower bout there, again, we're talking just pure comfort out of this guitar. Back and sides are a beautiful and practically perfect set of straight grain East Indian rosewood. I mean, lots of very, very tight grain and just incredibly straight grain. And of course, dead quarter sawn on this set of wood. Absolutely dead quarter sawn. Beautiful set of older. This is not your ultra new, brand spanking new off the tree plantation East Indian rosewood. This is definitely some older growth, high grade wood that Jeff gets a hold of here. Gorgeous stuff though. Also want to call your attention to the tail wedge on this guitar, which he has beautifully matched to the rosette there. Really, really cool stuff. And again, just beautiful miters with all the fiber purfling work there and everything. Really nice. All the way up on the headstock, we'll see a beautiful East Indian rosewood veneer, totally perfectly matching that backset. I love that little Cocobolo magnetic truss rod cover there as well. I was going to call it a heel cap. It is not a heel cap. We also have a beautiful rosewood backstrap on the back of the headstock there. Those are the Cosmo 510 Godo tuning machines there. I love this little window that he has installed in the back of his headstock, giving you just a peek into some more of that material that he's used for his end graft down there on the bottom of the tail wedge of the guitar. Really a cool little touch. Nice little subtle touch on the back of the headstock there. Very artfully done, I've got to say. This has the standard kind of short scale that Jeff would typically put on his 14 fret double O guitar, which comes in at 24.9 from the nut to the saddle here. We've got his standard 1 3/4 inch nut width with a 2 1/4 spacing down here at the bridge. And this has Jeff's modern fingerstyle neck on it, which is an absolute freaking delight to play. It's not the world's slimmest neck out there, but it's a nice, relatively slim, kind of a medium C profile. Just a touch of a flatness on the back of the neck, which really gives you a nice kind of anchor point to get some of those insane chords, especially up high there, and really get yourself planted there on those chords. The fingerboard and bridge of this guitar, I should mention, are Madagascar rosewood as well, just tying in with the rest of the kind of rosewood elements of this guitar. I love that he's done no inlays on the face of the fingerboard at all, but we've got the Evo gold frets there. Again, just class all the way around on this guitar. He's done a combination of white glue on the inside of this guitar, but all of the top braces have been done with animal protein or hide glue on this guitar. So again, just responsive as can be. Really has great depth and great sustain as well. Indeed. That's a hot double O there.
Man, give me that guitar. That is awesome.
It's been so cool. You know, we've been dealing with Jeff for a few years now, and it's been highly rewarding. I've got to say, just personally, I don't know why. I don't have anything to do with it, but it's been highly rewarding to see Jeff's evolution and Jeff's guitar's evolution since we've kind of started dealing with them. They were excellent. You know, when we've got our first one from him, no question, but he's really, I think, found his identity and his sort of aesthetic and branding, so to speak, in his guitars, and I really dig what he's doing.
Yeah, that Rosette is hard to take my eyes off.
Dude, it looks, especially that bottom portion there, it looks like there's something behind it, lighting it, like backlighting it.
Right.
You know, it's very, again, just the entirety of this is spot on.